Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you are finding it. First card out for you is the Council in reverse. Are you forgiving? Are you living your life to the fullest? Are you acting with integrity? Are you doing the things that you want to do versus the things that other people around you or society want you to do? This is the message that comes up when the spirit of the council comes out in reverse. This is the council of light beings, luminous beings that help us judge our lives fairly. And this is sort of that energy, that thing that's talked about in so many different cultures and religions, where at the end of your life, your heart is weighed, and it essentially, you go through a period where any judgment that you have towards yourself, any guilt you have towards yourself or your life, really affects you. And me being someone who had a near-death experience before, I can confirm this. It's not that there's an external being that's judging you. It's not that, God is punishing you. It's your own energy. It's hard to describe, but it's like everything falls out of your life. All of the physical things you have, the friends, the money, the clothes, none of that exists anymore. All that exists is your own inner judgment towards yourself or life. So is that going to be filled with love and acceptance and boldness and confidence? Or is it going to be filled with you criticizing yourself and feeling bad about everything you've done and regretting not living your life to the fullest? I'm seeing a mini judgment moment, a mini judgment day coming forward this week for you, where you're going to be looking at your life very critically and think things through. I heard somewhere, they never mentioned which tribe it was or which community of people it was, but there's some Native American group it's like they would get married for 7 years at a time, and then at the end of those 7 years, they'll do like a check-in and see if they still want to remain married or not. And I found that so beautiful because it's like, people change and evolve so much in life, and anyone who's been in a long-term relationship, this. It's like breaking up and falling in love with a new person all the time because of how much you change throughout your life. And I'm seeing here a similar sort of judgment call being made towards yourself, towards your relationships, towards the life that you've built for yourself. Okay, am I happy here? Is this what I want? I see something like that starting to emerge within you. We have all that glitters, exactly, yeah, taking off the mask and seeing what lies beneath the surface, seeing what is really, truly valuable in your life. We're going to pick 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the manga tarot to further elaborate on this week ahead for you. First card out is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, really interesting. This could be you dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be an air sign though. And the Knight of Swords is very quick moving. In reverse, it's like out of hand. So I am wondering if, Aries, some of you may have thought to yourself like, oh my gosh, I've dove way too quickly into this decision, and I'm not sure if this is the right thing for me. That's sort of the energy I'm getting here, which can be very dramatic or just like, something that you think, that's not that big of a deal. In the most dramatic of situations, for example, this could be like maybe you feel, oh my gosh, did I dive into marriage? It's like you literally just got married like a week or 2 ago and you're like, was this the right choice? Or you bought a house and you're like, oh my gosh, this is taking up like 40-50% of my income. Like this, I might have dove into this way too quickly. It's something like that where it's like, what have I done? Did I dive into this too quickly? Did I not think about this enough? So yeah, I am seeing that energy somewhere in your life. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be a big dramatic thing for all of you. This could be something as simple as like, maybe I judged too quickly. Maybe I said no or said yes too quickly to something. Maybe I should pull back and rethink this. So really interesting. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I don't know why, Aries, for some of you, it's like, did I pull the trigger too quickly on buying a home or renting an apartment, signing a lease? I don't know why, like, home is coming up so strongly. Also, relationships, long-term relationships. Very fascinating. For some of you, you may be dealing with someone who feels like you're not moving quickly enough. So there could be, I'm not seeing that for everyone though. There could be someone in your life, a partner especially, who thinks like the relationship's not moving quickly enough, or they have like a different timeline than you, which is really fascinating because this same message came out for 2 other signs this week. Really, really interesting. We have, wow, the Ten of Cups right next to that Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So emotionally, things are actually looking pretty good for you, Aries. I'm seeing a lot of you are very happy with your relationships, very happy with the people in your life at this time. But when it comes to like the logical, practical agreements for said longevity in relationships, I feel like there's something there this week with that. Like, okay, I'm in love with this person, or I'm in love with this town, with this city, with this place. But do I want to invest in property? Do I want to put down roots even more here? There's sort of a question with that, because it's like you don't want to rush into it. Or for others of you, you already have rushed into it. And now you may be having some remorse with that, like, oh, maybe I should have thought this through a little bit more. These are all temporary feelings, I gotta say, so I wouldn't beat yourself too much up over it, okay? Second row of cards out, we have the Page of Wands. This is your energy in a sort of childlike energy. So you're in like a new environment in life, surrounded by new people or like new interests, new hobbies. Life feels very fresh for you right now. And very passionate, you know, it's like you're in a bigger pond. You're in a bigger league here, and there's a lot for you to learn with some of the changes that have taken place, Aries. I distinctly remember, Aries, back in like October and November, in your readings, we saw major shifts taking place for you, like life-changing shifts. A lot of you moved, a lot of you like may have gotten married, engaged, like some big life-changing things may have happened during that time. And so now I feel like the excitement of all that shifts and changes, you know, it kept you floating for a while. And now it feels like things are calming down and you're really thinking things through. Like, okay, it's almost like you got used to the changes, okay? And you're back to like the status quo, but it's your new status quo. And you're seeing things a lot more clearly for that reason. You know, the funny thing is too, I'm filming this in Pisces season. Pisces season is known to have us wearing rose-colored glasses and daydreaming, fantasizing about, you know, what we want to see. But ironically, also during Pisces season, especially towards the tail end of Pisces season, which is definitely this week ahead that I'm reading for, it's almost like those glasses come off and you see things very clearly for how they are. And I feel like heading into Aries season and Taurus season, that time of year in general, like the end of March and all of April is really a time where a lot of clarity comes through. You know, the things in our life, the relationships, that whatever, that we are disillusioned by, or simply like just putting ourselves into a toxically positive perspective with, becomes very clear for us. And so I see that energy beginning to download and trickle into your life. We have the King of Swords in reverse. I don't know why this king came out for so many people this week. Crazy. Wow. And, you know, King of Swords reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, and they're sort of like this. And then the Page, or the Ten of Pentacles, is on top of the king here. So in between them is this energy of like, there was a lot of passion that caused you to move very quickly, but it's not like grounded, you know? It's like you move too quickly, you're moving too quickly. Like, let's ground this energy a little bit more. Be careful with your words this week, Aries. You know, I feel that you're quick to say things sometimes, and your words may get you in trouble. Okay, your words may cause some problems at times, you know, which is a very Aries trait, I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, with the King and the Knight of Swords both coming out in reverse, definitely watch your words, or even like text messages, emails. Just make sure you're double checking your grammar, your spelling. And also, like, if you're in a very emotional place, very passionate place, you know, think before you speak is what I want to say here. Final card out. We have the Hierophant in reverse, going your own way, following your own instructions here. You know, I'm getting I'm picking something up. Some of you may have wanted to hire someone for a certain professional task. And upon trying to work with them and talk to them, you may have like not really seen eye to eye, or you may have realized in your head, like, I can do this myself. So I am seeing a lot of DIY energies coming through this week, but it's like you already talked to the professional or like scoped them out. And this could be with anything. Like some of you guys, for example, may want to get your floors redone. And you talked to a lot of people, you saw the exorbitant prices they're charging, and you're like, okay, well, maybe let me rethink that. Maybe I can do this myself, let me look into it. Or, maybe you wanted to hire someone as like your manager or like a producer or a therapist or something. Well, maybe not a therapist, but something. There's some sort of a landscaper. And you're like, you know what, let me look into how much it would cost if I did this myself. Maybe this would be something that I can do and it won't be that, awful for me. So I am seeing that type of energy, researching how to do stuff. I don't know why, I just got the image in my head. Someone may be researching how to deep clean things better. And I'm seeing it's like linked, this is so specific, linked to like a TikTok account or an Instagram account. Some of you, have you been watching like cleaning ASMR videos? And you're like, I want to know how to clean like that because you probably haven't cleaned your fridge or like your stove in God knows how long. That's very specific. I am seeing that coming through. We are in springtime, approaching springtime, so many of you, will be focusing on cleaning, renovations, things like that, of course. So that's not really that surprising. But yeah, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. Some of you may feel like you don't have enough money or resources to hire a certain professional. And yeah, I mean, you're wanting to do it on your own or with your partner, with your best friend. And I see that in the 10 of Cups. I just dropped the 10 of Cups. Okay, well, I see that in the 10 of Cups. Maybe you're like, this could be a fun little activity. Like, oh, remember that time we completely repainted the whole house on our own? Or remember that time we decided to be landscapers? Something like that, which is really cool. Very passionate. Like I said, definitely do your research, especially with these swords coming out in reverse. Do your research, look everything up, communicate very effectively, and I think you'll be good to go. Beautiful week ahead, Aries. I hope you enjoy it. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.